Hi, I'm Alyssa Grasso, and this is the Awkward Author vlog slash podcast. It's my weekly little show that I do, letting you know about all that's going on in my life as an author, and just keeping you informed. So it's been, once again, another interesting week, and some things that I expected and some things that I didn't expect. So first off, I have been getting some feedback from my beta readers on Unnamed Roads. That's a young adult book that I'm hoping to publish myself very soon. And I do have some work cut out for me to get this manuscript in shape and ready to be published. And that was going to be my top priority, right now. But I've had to change gears and, shift my priorities because, as I told you last week, I received an email from my agent who represented me on the sale of my second and third book, Ferocity Summer and Shallow Pond. He forwarded to me an email he received from the publisher, which is not the original publisher because they bought out the imprint from the original publisher. It's a crazy business. What can I say? Anyway, they announced that those books, due to low sales, were going out of print. However, they were keeping the ebook rights, which, as you know probably, if you're in publishing or an author, those ebook rights are pretty useful to have. So he said, do you want me to contact the publisher, see about getting the ebook rights back? And he did, and I have the ebook rights back, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting that so soon. He wasn't expecting that so soon. So it was very painless. But what that means is now those books are not even available for sale. I mean, you can buy print copies if there's like copies that are left at stores or, from third-party sellers and things like that. But it's technically, those books are not available right now. So I have to get my butt in gear. I have to get those books ready to be republished. And so to do that, I need to reformat the books. I have files of the books, but they're not the completely edited files. So I have to kind of go through and do that. Get the layout done. I use Vellum. I purchased Vellum when I was laying out my first book that I got out of print to republish that. So I do have Vellum software, which makes it a lot easier to get the layout done. But I have to have a file first to upload to Vellum, and I don't have that quite done. So I have to get those done on those two books. Have to create new covers for them because I don't have the rights to the covers. My dog is making noise. Hang on here. Okay, I think we are done barking. I think a truck went by and he decided he was going to bark at it. There are trucks that go by all day. Usually they don't warrant a bark, but this one did. It was a mean truck. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what was I saying? So I have to get those books, Ferocity Summer and Shallow Pond, ready to be, to put them back out into the world. I will self-publish them both as ebook and probably a print copy using CreateSpace. So I got to get that done, and I have decided that it would make the most sense to have those available before I come out with my next young adult novel, Unnamed Road. So that's going to be my priority for right now, is getting those books ready to be republished. And I mentioned this last week. I haven't made money on these books. They came out in 2012 and 2013. I have not made money since I sold them. Like, I received an advance, not a huge advance. I received an advance when each of those was published, and that's all the money I've gotten from them. They never earned out their advance, so there was no royalties coming in from those books. So any money I make with them is kind of like found money to me at this point. I mean, that's maybe not really what it is, but that's how it seems to me. So I can really play around with those, see about, doing different, free, put them out, make them available for free or really cheap, and see if I can use that to help build up my readership and mailing list. They're not quite the same sort of book as Unnamed Roads, but they are young adult, contemporary. Basically, Shallow Pond has a little bit of science fiction in it, but basically they're contemporary young adult novels, which Unnamed Roads is. So it makes sense to have those out there to, you know, maybe, hopefully, maybe build up my mailing list, get new readers, and hopefully have, you know, a better chance of when I launch Unnamed Roads of it doing okay out there. So that's what I have to do. So shifting priorities, shifting my focus as, you know, things happen here that are beyond my control. And yeah, so I really want to, right now they're not available at all. I really want to get those available. And so I got some work cut out for me with that. And, you know, I have been writing still, you know, working on my rewrite for the adult book that I'm working on, mystery thriller, presently called The Girl Most Likely to Succeed. Sorry, we're making some more dog noises here. And I'm making progress on that. I think, what am I? I'm like maybe like 57,000 words into the rewrite, which is good. There's some dog whining going on. I apologize about that. But yeah, I mean, I want to work on it, and I'm eager about this. Hang on, there's a bone, and hang on one second. Yeah, sorry guys, it has been a morning of dog drama, so that's just part of the awkward author experience. Is who knows what he's gonna be concerned with. He's now sulking because I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I am working on rewriting that adult book, but I'm probably going to put that on the back burner right now, just to get these other projects done. And, you know, it's a passion project for me. All my writing, I guess, is to an extent, and it's something I got to put a little more thought into, only because, you know, as I'm thinking about, like, I'm getting all these young adult books out there, the ones that have just gone out of print, and then a new one, and you know, this is a completely different direction for me. And does it make more sense to continue to focus on like the young adult audience, building that up, which could be a different readership? There's going to be some crossover, but a different readership definitely than an adult mystery thriller. So yeah, I have to think some more. Like, I don't know if that's going to be the next book I put out after Unnamed Roads, even though that's the next one I'm working on. And it still needs a lot of work, of course, but yeah, I'm not going to abandon it or anything like that. It just might sit for a little while I get some other stuff done, and, you know, or it might not. Or I might say, you know what, I want to publish this book, and it's going to be a book, and that's going to be it. So yeah, I'm figuring it out as I go along. I do have other projects that I'm working on in collaboration with some other authors. One that's ready to go to like a query stage right now, and another that is in process. So there's quite a lot of things that I'm have going on in one way or another, in one stage of completion or another, in my writing life and in life in general. That's just kind of how it goes for me. I don't know how it is for you, but there's a lot of balls in the air, and it's just a matter of trying to keep them all in the air and not, you know, have them fall all over the place, which can very well happen. But I'm trying, guys. I'm doing my best. So yeah, so that's the theme this week, is change of plans, you know, rolling with the punches, and yeah, we'll see where it leads me. I don't know what is, you know, in store for next week, because, you know, I kind of had a pretty good idea of what I was going to do, and, you know, as far as like working on Unnamed Roads and stuff like that, and I'm not going to be doing that right now. So yeah, I got to rework my whole schedule, plan, that sort of thing, to adjust it to the way life is going right now. And yeah, so it can be a challenge, guys, but I'm hanging in there, and yeah, I'm excited about what's to come, and I hope to have some more good news to share with you next week. It's all good news. It's just yeah, it's a little I'm still trying to wrap my head around, like, well, what do I have to do next, and prioritize and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this, you know, lovely awkward author experience. Hopefully I have something more interesting to tell you next week, and have a better idea of you know, where I'm going, and I'm not so like, whoa, because that's kind of how I feel right now. Like, whoa, going into many different directions, and I have to keep changing course, but it's all good. It's all good, guys. So yeah, again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next week. Take care, everyone.